You might see this message from the Colorado GOP where they say God hates pride and call for the burning of pride flags and think, this isn't the Republican Party I remember. And you're kind of right. Say what you will about the old GOP and their obsession with war, tax cuts for billionaires, and eradicating healthcare for poor people, but at least they weren't total lunatics. They were principles. Principles you could vehemently disagree with, but principles. But this MAGA takeover has been a disaster for the entire country. They pretty much put all ethics aside to focus on two things: lockstep loyalty to Donald Trump and owning the libs by being hateful, spiteful bastards. Colorado has a pretty big MAGA problem on their hands. This is an official email blast from the Colorado Republican Party saying God hates flags, which is a reference to the Westboro Baptist Church and their infamous slogan, which I'm not going to repeat here, but I think you can guess what it says. These guys used to protest at funerals of dead soldiers, school shooting victims, and pretty much anywhere they can cause the most pain. They loved doing this. Back then, they were a fringe part of the far-right movement. George W. Bush Republicans even passed a bill banning protests at military funerals. Not the best thing for free speech, but at least they were trying to rein in the worst elements of their movement. But now these extremist freaks are taking over. Some sane Republicans are trying to fight back, but then Trump calls them out, labels them as rhinos, and then they're hounded or harassed into defeat or retirement. There aren't a whole lot of John McCain's anymore, and that's really bad news. Like it or not, we have a two-party system that's kind of predicated on both parties being sane. And the fact of the matter is the MAGA cult has infiltrated the GOP and are trying to mutate it into a party of vengeful, dangerous assholes, and they're this close to taking over the country.